So, what do we need to create a happy and lasting relationship? Trust, okay. Communication, what else? Love, trust. Responsibility. Interest, willingness, okay. So, then I have a question for you. How many of you were going into relationship feeling that you have butterflies, you have interest, you have love, you have communication even, you like this guy or you like this woman, and it still didn't work?
Yes.
Yeah? So then what do we need in order to create a happy and lasting relationship?
Willingness to change through the different stages.
So let's say you were willing, you're feminine, he's masculine, realistic expectations is there, and it's still not working. We actually need knowledge. Because imagine you going for heart surgery and the heart surgeon doesn't know what the heck he's doing. Will he be able to perform a heart surgery on you? No. You're going to attorney because you have a really complicated case. He doesn't have a degree. Will he be able to defend you? No. We rely on people who have knowledge. But somehow we think that we don't know how to create a happy and lasting relationship, but we're entering it thinking that we're going to make it. And it fails first time, and second, and third, and fourth, but we're still going, and guess what we're doing? Same mistakes over and over and over. And who wants to share with me who knows the famous quote from the Einstein?
Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Exactly. And so how then we're entering the relationship? Because we definitely don't have knowledge. We just go with what?
Whatever we know.
Whatever we know. Hormones.
The butterflies, the chemistry, just that initial attraction.
Exactly. And now question, on those butterflies and this attraction, can you build a lasting and happy relationship? No. Can you even build a relationship that is based on love? Because love is not a formula for relationship. It's not enough. Just having love is not enough to create a happy and lasting relationship. We actually need to have knowledge. And in the 20th century, people are building relationship, guess on what? Sex and chemistry. So basically, chemistry is there, let me have sex and let me figure it out afterwards. How to create it. Physical attraction, chemistry, and sex. That's what 95% of the people are building their relationship on. And how is that going? Do you know what is the divorce rate and relationship breakup rate? 70 in the United States, divorce rate. What is the breakup rate across the world? Higher? 80%. 80% relationship. This is relationship breakup. Divorce is 70 in the United States, but relationship 80%. So now I have a question for you. If you know that you're going to get in a car and you'll get 50% chance that you're going to die in a car crash, will you get in a car? No. But in a relationship, it's 80%.
And you're still going.
And you're still going. And 70% divorce rate. And by the way, have you noticed that less and less couples are getting married?
Yeah.
Because men are very logical. We're emotional. We're still thinking, oh, it's going to work out. I have butterflies. But men are very logical. They know statistics. They know that there's a 70% chance they're going to end up in a divorce or breakup. And a woman going to take kids away. And chances are 50% of their property. And they will end up in court. They're like, why would I even marry? And to them, it doesn't make sense. And so lots of men don't want to get married because the statistics are bad. And let me ask you, who initiates a divorce? Women. And do you know what is the percentage of women that initiates the divorce?
Like 70.
Higher.
80.
90%of women initiating the divorce. And why would man take a chance knowing that the chances are very high that he's gonna end up in a divorce? And let me be honest with you. The way women divorce in America is so nasty that I've never seen anywhere else in the world a man so bitter and resigned. They lost hope in American women. If they're still thinking about getting married, they're definitely not thinking about getting married with American women. They're thinking Asia or Slavic countries. Majority of them don't even consider ever getting married with American women. And that just tells us how, as a society, we are so broken and distrust each other. Even Ivan, I think just going to Bulgaria now, how he probably feels, Ivan, about American women and Bulgarian women. Is there a difference or is it the same?
And even in my brief experience, yeah, part of the reason I'm going back is for that.
Exactly.
Try dating.
Yep. Yeah. And Ivan is, would you consider yourself American or Bulgarian?
American.
American, yeah.
Or at least Americanized.
Americanized. And this is the reality with the majority, Americanized or American men. So we just gotta be in the reality of what's so. And I am not saying all women are bad, but what's been going on in the past 20, 30 years, it got us to the place where men are just mistrusting women. And we gotta take responsibility for that because we were so long in the masculine energy. And when a woman in the masculine energy, and plus she's also emotional, it equals disaster. How do men fall in love? Through what stage? Because we're gonna start covering, well, third stage is official. But initially, men don't even think that they're not in love because he sees she's beautiful, she's sexy, and he thinks he's in love, which is which stage? First 30 seconds, sexual desire. The first stage called sexual desire. He looked at her, she's pretty, she's sexy, he wants her, and he is in love. Do you think we women fall in love through the sexual desire? By the way, masculine women who are in tune with masculine energy, that's the same way they fall in love as well. He has 6 packs. Yeah, he's tall. He has blue eyes and nice, beautiful smile. I remember I knew a woman 2 years ago, and she would say, for me, the most important thing that a man is, he has a nice smile. And I said, how is that going? And after a month, she's like, we broke up. I say, why? He didn't pay for my dinner. He didn't call me. He didn't text me. He didn't pay for my coffee in Starbucks. And then she says that all she wants is him to be tall and nice smile. Do you get it? Yeah. Sexual desire stage, that's not gonna last because she's gonna quickly realize just having a nice smile or 6-pack or biceps or triceps not gonna go very far. And so then how women do fall in love? And we talked about it yesterday. Intelligence and intelligence, because if he's not intelligent, how will she feel in the long run?
She's mothering him.
She's mothering him. And will he able to do what if he's not smart enough? Lead, provide, and protect. He has to be intelligent. And sometimes people think he needs to go to work. This is not intelligence. What does he really need to do? How can he provide? Because I see a lot of women saying he's lazy, he's not going to work. He's lazy, he's not going to work.
Motivation.
It's not about the work that he needs to do or must know to do. What does he really need to know how to do? Make money. Even if he works only 1 hour a day, 3 hours a week, but he knows how to make money in order to provide and protect his woman, his family, that this is a masculine man. 8 hours a week or 8 hours a day doesn't mean anything. You're actually chopping him off because maybe he's thinking about idea and putting the plan together. And you're like, he's not going to work, he's not going to work. Maybe he's an entrepreneur. But she's just attached that he has to go 9 to 5. Not at all. And so people, when they see my programs, they say, oh, Alisa, you're like Renaissance woman. It's not 1950s, it's 1960s. People are now having open relationship. Women can even pay for his restaurant and apartment. All that can work. And I asked them, does your relationship work? You've been in an open relationship with how many guys? You're sleeping with the roommate, you're sleeping with this guy. You have open relationship and you share all of this. And how is it working? Well, yeah, it's not really working. And so it's better to have a formula to how to create a happy and lasting relationship. And this formula could be based on 1950s or spirituality and having no formula at all. If you have no formula, how can you build a house? What, you're gonna just start putting the bricks on top of each other and sticking the door here and the windows there? It's gonna collapse. You need to have foundation that the relationship gonna stand on, and that foundation is the formula. Now, sometimes people call me and say, well, I do what you say, but it's still not working. I say, don't do everything as I'm saying, 100%, dot by dot. You gotta have your philosophy in life and integrate some of the things that I'm teaching. But I don't live your life. I don't know how you mess up. Maybe you're constantly criticizing or controlling or shaming your man. But if you're doing all of the other things, you're destroying a man. Of course he's not gonna commit to you. But again, you gotta have your philosophy, your formula. Otherwise, if you just go with butterflies, and most of the time it's our lower chakras that says, oh, I want him or I want her, it's definitely not gonna work.